Yes, yes, people. We're yapping and building. I had water issues, so all my floor got redone or fixed, like re-put in. And so now, they put everything back in the room where it used to be before they did this. But now I gotta clean out my PC. I gotta re-figure out how all these wires go. I was like, why don't I just yap and tell you guys what's going on? Look at this sign. I gotta put everything back where it normally goes in this room. Look, we got this sign. These are some of my favorites. Someone made this for me. Very special to me. Very special to me. We got the play button. It's another reason you should listen to me, because I have a bunch of followers. And here's another reason you should listen to me, because I made a bunch of money when I was 19 or 20 and then spent it all. But we don't talk about that. Okay, let's yap about what's been going good in my business. I'm gonna talk to you guys about what's been going good. But first, let's clean out this. Oh my gosh, there's so much dust in here. Let me just get all these plugs up. Let's take the seal off this and clean my PC a bit. Okay, teleport to the future. I close the window, so hopefully the lighting's a little better. And then I gotta put all these lights back. Let's talk about business, because that is my realm of expertise, or making money online. Internet money, as the kids call it. We had a huge day yesterday. It didn't make that much money, but the highlight was we were launching this new product. We have this existing customer base currently. We have about 250 people in this group membership. That's about 20 bucks a month. It's a Discord community, if that means anything to you guys, but just think about, online community. People pay a membership to be part of it. We do events. It's cool. And we had a big day yesterday. We've been thinking like 20 bucks a month, for the amount of value we give to these people and the amount it costs us to run this community. We're really not making any money on the community. In fact, we were spending it last month. Only this month we'll finally make money on the community. But we were thinking, man, we got to increase customer lifetime value. We got to introduce another product, because people are, having them pay 20 bucks a month is great. And many of them are staying for months and months, and some will be in there for closer to a year. But we got to figure out a way to make more money. And so we're like, let's introduce another product. Let's increase LTV. We introduced this product. The product is, instead of being 20 bucks a month, there's a $150 a month package and there's a $250 a month package. And we launched the product, and guess what? Out of 5 calls that showed up, 5 closed. Isn't that sick? And I wanted to talk about it because this is just it's a big moment for me, because this business, in fact, technically the same LLC, has done almost 3 million in sales in the last, 4 years. And so, doing what yesterday was, $1,500 in sales or $1,600 in sales isn't insane. If you asked me like 2 years ago, that $1,500 a day would have been a bad day. Like there were some months where we were doing $5 grand, $6 grand a day, 4,000 a day, I think is what it averaged out to. I made a video, I remember something like making $4,338 a day in the life of a 20-year-old or something like that, or a 21-year-old or 22-year-old, whatever I was at that point. And that's obviously top line, that's not profit, okay? Let's be clear, but pretty mad, right? And so the lesson that I want to share around it though was the importance of taking care of your customers and doing a good job, because that doesn't happen. Basically what happened is this: the existing customers came to us, said, we love your community so much. I paid you 20 bucks a month. I feel like I'm getting $100 a month of value. This is awesome. You have a $150 a month package. I'm sure it'll be as awesome. Take my money. What I did was I made a Discord post. Hey community, we've got this new product. It's a middle tier option. It's more expensive than what you're currently doing, but it got this and this, but it's, less than $1,000. I think you're gonna love it. DM me if you want info. And like 30 people DM me. They all want it. Why? Because we delivered a good experience to start with. And I think so many people in the world of kind of make money online, which is sort of a cringy space, a lot of them it's just about short-term money. It's about fast money. It's not about long money or big money. And something that I think I got wrong early on in my career is, I would just prioritize, what are the sales this month? What are whatever. But the thing that gets me so excited about where we're going right now is when you have not just a good sales team and good marketing, which I think we do, but when you have a genuinely good business and a product that people love, it's the difference between making money this month and resetting versus being able to make consistent money. Because the cool thing is, all the people are in my community now, I'm not making as much money as I used to, but the reason we made all the changes we have over the last year or two is because it's consistent. Like these people, as long as we continue to deliver a good experience, which I know we will, it's consistent revenue. It's predictable. We have a paying group of members, and instead of, which is what a lot of the course gurus or fake business gurus will tell you to do, they'll just tell you, you got to launch a product, launch a program, make it $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, run paid ads, sell as many people as you can, maybe deliver an okay service, and then try to find somebody new to sell to. That's what they do. Instead of having to find new people to sell to every month, you could just have a product that was actually good that people never stopped buying. Sounds boring, takes longer. The money is not as fast, but the money is bigger, and the impact is bigger. It's all just so much much better. And so I'm pumped because this is really big for me. You know, I've made a lot of money at a younger age, but making money isn't the same as building like a company with enterprise value. And if you just want to get rich, I mean, I guess just go sell courses or, you know, be a guru. But like if you're trying to build a real brand or a real business or a real name for yourself or something that's actually worth something outside of you just selling courses or whatever, you got to build a good product. Instead of, you know, just selling every month, if you can build a good product, it's a crazy concept, but you actually don't have to sell because you sell once and you make money forever. You bring on a customer once, you invest in advertising or marketing once, and you keep that customer forever. And so I'm documenting this because I've heard people talk about this online and I've never really experienced it myself. You know, you hear so many things online, money isn't everything or whatever, and you're like, yeah, but until you experience it, you don't really get it. And I personally have been more wealthy before. I've had more money in my bank account, certainly. But today, I feel wealthier. I feel richer. Not because I have a certain amount of dollars in my account, but I know I have a community of people who love what we do. And we've done such a good job that when we want to launch the next thing, they're going to be saying yes. It's not like, oh, let me read the contract. It's like, where do I sign? And they're just so pumped. And that's because we've delivered such a good experience. And it's a cool feeling to finally kind of be at this point. I'm beyond pumped about this. I am so pumped about it because it's the first time I've seen it happen for me. And so to all the other business owners or people trying to make money online, I really encourage you, and this is the hard part, you have to be able to think on, you know, a long-term time horizon. And so thankfully, I have worked at this for so many years. I kind of saved up money in the business, and the business was so profitable earlier on that I could spend basically the last year just building an awesome product. And that's what we've been doing. We've just been building an awesome product. And now we have this base of people who love the product and are ready for the next one. But if you're at sort of the starting line right now, first you got to figure out how to make money. So, you know, you just figure out how to make money so that way you can get by so you're not worried about paying rent, right? But once you kind of get over that hump, the next step is like, okay, now that I can pay rent, how can I think long term? It's not how can I make money next month, it's how can I make money next year? What could I build over the next 12 months that would be so valuable it would set me up to make a ton of money next year? That's, I think, the difference with how my thinking has evolved as an entrepreneur and why I'm making more money now and why we were able to even do that. Why my team member was able to get on the phone call and be like, hey, look, here's the product, you want in? I was still enthusiastic about it. So I'm like, so what did you do? What was the pitch like? What was the sale like? And you know, I'm thinking to myself as the sales and marketing guy, how did you pitch the offer? How did you hype it up? What questions did you ask? You know, how did you present the price? Because I'm trying to figure out what was the tactic. And he's like, well, you know, I shared my screen. I showed what it was. And I didn't even really say the price because the price was on the screen. So I was like, yeah, here's how you sign up. Do you want to do the weekly or do you want to do the bi-weekly package, right? Those are the two different tiers. And then they just said whichever one they wanted and then they just bought it. I laughed because I was hoping there's this tactic, but it just drives home the fact, you know, that was the battle, but the war of business is delivering so much value before that point where we're like, hey, do you want this thing? That it's not a decision of do I want to buy or do I trust you or is it worth it or whatever. We just have so much of a track record with what we do that people are like, oh yeah, it's going to be good. Of course it's going to be good. I saw the reviews of all the people who said it's going to be good. The last thing I bought from you was great. Of course this thing's going to be good. And so it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And I am just very proud of it. I'm very happy to be at this point. I'm very proud of my team. Full transparency, if you've seen other videos on my channel, you'll know that at this point in the time, you know, January of 2025, for the last year, I've pretty much been eating shit. Like just losing money. Bad choices, bad hires, firing team, cutting 40% of the team. 3 months later, cutting 40% of the team again because we're just losing money. We're losing money over and over again. And finally, we've got the product to a point where people love it and we're starting to turn the corner or see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's exciting. So all in all, yesterday was fucking awesome. Finally good to have some good news come my way. That's all I want to hear. That's my vlog about yesterday. So I'm really pumped about that. Let me know if it helped you. Bye.